Hello everyone, I hope you all are well and safe at your home. Today we are going to discuss about the consumer equilibrium, some basic concepts. So first we will see what does a consumer mean. A consumer is the main decision maker of the consumption. So a consumer is one who buys the goods and services for satisfaction of his wants. He takes decisions with regard to the kinds of goods to be purchased in order to satisfy his wants. The main objective is to get maximum satisfaction from the spending of his income on various goods and services. So in this consumer equilibrium chapter we will see how does a consumer maximize his satisfaction from the consumption of goods and services. So, as the resources are limited in relation to the unlimited wants, a consumer has to follow some principles or laws in order to attain the highest satisfaction level. There are two main approaches to study consumers' behavior and consumers' equilibrium. That are, first one is cardinal utility approach. It is also called as Marshall's utility analysis or marginal utility analysis. And second one is ordinal utility approach. It is also called as indifference curve analysis or Hickson analysis. So first we will see the cardinal utility approach. Before that we will see what is utility. Utility can be termed as a power. Actually, utility refers to the want satisfying power of a commodity. It is the satisfaction or actual or expected derived from the consumption of a commodity. Utility differs from person to person, place to place, time to time. In other words, utility is the ability of a good to satisfy a want. In short, when a commodity is capable of satisfying human wants, we can conclude that the commodity has utility. Suppose you have consumed an ice cream, and after consuming that ice cream you got some satisfaction, so we can conclude that ice cream has the utility to satisfy your need, your want. So a utility is something that has a power to satisfy the human want. Now that we have seen the meaning of utility, the next big question is how to measure it. According to some classical economists, utility can be measured in some way, as height and weight are measured. For this, economists assume that utility can be measured in cardinal, that is, numerical terms. By using that cardinal measure of utility, it is possible to numerically estimate utility, which a person derives from consumption of the goods and services. But there was no standard unit for measuring utility, so the economists derived that imaginary measure known as util. So, util are the imaginary and psychological unit which are used to measure satisfaction obtained from the consumption of certain quantity of a commodity. Suppose you have just eaten an ice cream and a chocolate and you are agreed to assign 20 utils as utility derived from an ice cream. The question is how many utils be assigned to the chocolate? So if you like the chocolate less, then you may assign utils less than 20 because you have already assigned 20 utils to the ice cream and you have liked the ice cream more than the chocolate. So however, if you liked it more, you would give it a number greater than 20, and if you liked it less, then you would suggest some number that is less than 20. Suppose you assign 10 utils to the chocolate, then it can be concluded that you like the ice cream twice as much you like the chocolate. So there is one more way to measure the utility. So as we know that utils cannot be taken as a standard unit of measure as it will vary from individual to individual. Hence, several economists including Marshall suggested that measurement of utility in monetary terms. It means utility can be measured in terms of money or price which the consumer is willing to pay for that commodity. Suppose one util is assumed to be equal to rupees 1. Now an ice cream will worth rupees 20 as one util is equal to 1 rupee and chocolate will give utility of rupees 10. So this utility of rupees 20 from the ice cream or 10 rupee from the chocolate is termed as the value of utility in terms of money. And the reason behind giving this idea is that the advantages of using monetary value instead of utils is that it allows easy comparison between utility and price paid since both are in the same unit. So, for the better understanding, we have to discuss two more important concepts, that is total utility, marginal utility, and law of diminishing marginal utility. So, first we will see what is total utility and marginal utility. So, total utility refers to the total satisfaction obtained from the consumption of all possible units of the commodity. For example, if the first ice cream gives you satisfaction of 20 utils and the second one gives 16 utils, then the total utility from two ice creams is 20 plus 16, that is 36 utils. If the third ice cream generates satisfaction of 10 utils, then the total utility from three ice cream will be 20 plus 16 plus 10, that is 46 utils. So now you can calculate the total utility easily, that is TUN is equal to utility 1, utility 2, utility 3 and so on. And now we will see what is marginal utility. Marginal, we know that marginal is something that is extra. So the marginal utility is the additional utility derived from the consumption of one more unit of the given commodity. It is the utility derived from the last unit of a commodity purchased. So, as per the given example, when third ice cream is consumed, total utility increases from 36 utils to 46. So, the additional 10 utils from the third ice cream is the marginal utility. In the other word, that marginal utility is addition made to the total utility by consuming one more unit of a commodity. The calculation of marginal utility is also very easy. That is, if you want to calculate the mu of the third ice cream, that will be mu3 is equal to tu3 minus tu2, that is 46 minus 36 is equal to 10 utils. There is one more way to calculate the mu, that is mu is equal to change in total utility divided by change in the number of units. So, in the next video, we will discuss the relationship between the total utility and marginal utility, and also the law of diminishing marginal utility. So, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to get notified.